What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly appreciated on this cold Wednesday night in New York City. You see that ticker right there, 109-94. Knicks bounce back by beating the Houston Rockets. Great win. Listen, man. The return of Captain Clutch. Do you see the difference in the team? The stability is back, right? Do you see that? CP, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming by. Should I say go Mets? I'm not going to do it. I got to say go Yanks. But CP, it's always appreciated, man. You're doing big things over there. Everybody, if you have not subscribed, go subscribe to CP Sports Network. Those guys talk. Good talk over there, man. Good sports talk over there. Namrit, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming by. Coach, what's going on, my man? Appreciate you. Gravity, what's going on? Appreciate everybody rolling through, rocking with your boy LV tonight on this frigid night in the city, man. It's bleeding outside. Bleeding. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I had to take it back, man, like to 85, man. Go get a Sherlin, man. Or a triple fat goose or something like that. No Faces is, you know what I'm saying? No Faces is cool, but, you know, wherever I come from, we triple fat gooses. Or the Sherlins. That's what it feel like you need in the city tonight, man. It's crazy, but great win, man. Brunson is the guy, man. Brunson is the guy. It's just such a different team, right? The offense runs smoother. His presence, him being there, just brings stability, comfort, confidence to the whole team. That's why he's the guy and Randall's not. And I like Randall. He had a big night tonight. But once again, like I said, with the addition of Brunson, that changes everything. It truly does. When Randall's there, you see how the team looks, right? They're all over the place. They're unsure of themselves. They're fumbling the ball. Brunson gets back. It's like the substitute teacher is there, man. Then the real teacher comes back. Everybody sits down in their seats, right? They stop throwing paper. Stop passing notes in class. Everybody's locked in because they know they're going to get an F if they act up or get sent to the detention office. Whatever. But now the real teacher's back. Everybody's locked in and focused on learning, right? And that's what Brunson does. It's like night and day, man. Night and day. You see how that offense was moving today? Offense looked fabulous, man. And then you saw the return of Josh Hart. Josh Hart sighting tonight. He came back in Josh Hart form. The guy that we traded for that took us over the moon last year when we made that move. It was around this time we made that move. Or was it February? It was around this time. January, February, we made that move for Josh Hart. And that's how he looked tonight. Get rebounds, pushing the ball up the court. You know, just being Josh Hart. Beautiful win tonight. Beautiful win. And you know, you don't want to say a much needed win. I don't want to say that, but the way we've looked these last two games without Brunson, I'm going to have to say it, man. It was a much needed win. Because the last thing you want is to go down, you know, losing three out of the last four. Especially in this Eastern Conference, right? You see the records of everybody. Everybody's got equal records. One guy, a team is behind by one game. Everybody's close, man. The records are insane. I think the Knicks are like 7 games back. That everybody's got the same record. It's just insane. Insane how close the records are in this conference, man. You cannot have one slip up. You go on a little losing streak, you'll be like down to like the 10th seed. That's how it is in the East, man. But great win. Coach says we still need a playmaker. You know what, Coach? Absolutely. Listen, look, guys, listen. I know we like Deuce, and I'm a Deuce guy, right? I do. I like Deuce. I want to give him an opportunity, but we have to be real with ourselves. He's not the guy. He's not IQ. We need somebody that's going to come back and kind of provide that stability that we need in that lineup, man. That second unit, man. When IQ was there, that was our power punch. That's what made us totally different from most teams. When that second unit came in, it did not skip a beat. And sometimes the first unit, remember last year, guys, they would start off slow. IQ would come in with his crew, and we would take off. IQ would give the ball back to Brunson and say, now, here, man, I took care of it. And we'll be back up by like 10 or 12 after that second unit came in and got busy with Josh Hart and everybody. And IQ spearheading that second unit. Losing him was huge. And so we need something similar to that. But Deuce doesn't know how to run an offense, man. He struggles. He's just that energy guy. Yes, knocked down shots, yes. But you saw him tonight, man. Second unit came in, he just was struggling all over the place, man. Losing the ball, just not. He's unsure of himself running the offense. Tim, what's going on, man? HBO, Harlem BX all day, man. I appreciate you coming through, rocking with your boy LV tonight, man. Appreciate it. Drew, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. Appreciate everybody coming through, rocking tonight, man. Great win tonight, great win. As you see that ticket, 109.94, man. Great win tonight. The return of Captain Clutch. Coach says Brunson is him. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's the guy. And if he does not make the All-Star team this year, man, it's gonna be like highway robbery, man. He needs to be in that All-Star team. He needs to be out there. I mean, he's the guy, man. He's the guy on this team. Period. End of story. Because you just see it, right? You see the whole thing with Randall, right? Like, we love what Randall brings. He looks solid at times tonight, but then he was doing babbling, buffling. Like, he just was all over the place, right? You saw them charges he was doing. I was like, Randall, come on, man. Come on, you're running right into the guy. You look awkward. Like, what are you doing, man? He had 4 fouls in the first half. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So you could see it. And then there was this another position. It's just like Brunson is like a godsend, man. He changes everything for us. And you could just see it. Listen, Randall puts up numbers, yes, but without Brunson, man, he's a totally different player. He just is. And so is this team. Gravity says that this New York weather got us cold-blooded like Brunson tonight. Absolutely. I love that. Cold-blooded like Brunson tonight. No NBIC tonight. I guarantee. Yeah, listen, man. NBIC is trying to get warm, man. Let everybody deal with this New York weather the best way they can. But in watching the game, man, you're kind of seeing also too. Like I said, I spoke about Brunson, spoke about Randall. But you see, like, with that second unit, like, what we're missing. Like, we're definitely missing, like, a scorer. Definitely. And a playmaker. So, I'll be honest with you. I really, truly don't think that the Knicks are going to go out and get or put all their chips in to get somebody like, I just don't see it. I really don't. I mean, those guys are really expensive. Even though I know everyone's going crazy over the Siakam deal, but does that really make Pacers better like that? They don't play defense, and Siakam doesn't play defense. So I don't know really. Bruce Brown, I like Bruce Brown. He plays defense. He kind of helps out with ball handling at the top of the key. I mean, to me, he fits more for what they need. I don't know if they need another guy to score. I don't know if they need that. They're already putting up. Aren't they one of the top scoring teams in the league? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So I don't know. But what it shows me is like, and that's for that second unit, I don't know how they're going to stagger things, but we're going to need a playmaker, definitely like a Brogdon or maybe a Matthias Jones, guys that are inexpensive. But somehow, some way, you're going to have to find another scorer because Grimes is knocking down shots, but he's shaky with the pill, man. It's like he gets the pill, he starts like messing up at times, right? So you need another guy that's going to be able to give Brunson time to rest and not feel like you have to lean on Randall too much, right? You're going to need that. And that's what IQ did. That was the beauty of IQ, right? You didn't feel like you needed Randall or Brunson out there. IQ could have had anybody out there because he knew how to run an offense, he played defense, and he could score at a high clip, right? So that's the thing. But the reality is that our IQ is basically a starter. You know what I'm saying? Coming off the bench, and he's not okay with coming off the bench. He wants to be doing exactly what he's doing in Toronto. So that was a steal for the Knicks. So we lost that. So now it's like we got to try to find something close to being similar. Everyone talks about Jordan Clarkson. I don't know about Clarkson, man. He's like a roller coaster, man. You know, you don't know what you're going to get with him. You know what I mean? He's really like a hot and cold type of player. Right, I know he won $6 million a year before, but I don't know. I don't know, and I heard he has got a pretty big contract out there in Utah. If anybody can go look it up, check it out for me real quick. But I know he does have a big number. So we got to see, man. We got to see. But I'm telling you right now, we need to do something because remember, guys, we can't move Josh Hart, and we are unable to move Flynn and Precious Achiuwa. Right, so something's got to be made here. And so if you're going to move Grimes, or even if you're going to move Fourier, because you don't even have to move Grimes. You can move Fourier and maybe a second rounder to get a Tyus Jones. Right, maybe you could do something like that for that second unit. Tyus Jones can run the one. You can have Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, and then you can have Grimes at that 2. Precious Achiuwa, I don't know. Also, too, guys. Question I want to throw out there: Who do you prefer? You prefer Achiuwa or do you prefer Big Sims? I like Big Sims, man. He hasn't been playing much. At least Sims is a big body. You know, he rebounds. He knows the plays. He's athletic. Brings a little stability there. He can block shots. I know Sims sometimes looks clumsy, but I don't know. Would you rather, he's a lob threat. Would you rather lean on him for that center spot, or would you rather lean on Achiuwa? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Something I was thinking about, too, when I seen Sims on the bench. I said, oh, yeah, I forgot Sims is back from the ankle injury. But Tibbs is not playing him, man. So, I don't know what's going on with that, right? Maybe he feels like he's got to play Achiuwa because of the contract. I mean, who knows? But what I'm saying is, I would like that, right? Because I think Achiuwa's still trying to get he's got sea legs. But I also think, honestly, I think Achiuwa's playing out of position. I don't think he's a 5, man. I think he's a 4. And I think he's struggling at that center position. And that's why he's just, you know what I'm saying, he just doesn't look right. I think he's playing out of position. He doesn't really want to bang down there. He just doesn't seem. Sims has no problem with that, and he's bigger. He's more of an athletic build for that center position than Achiuwa. So maybe you could have Sims at the 5, put Achiuwa at the 4 because you still have size. They're both about 6'10", right? Josh Hart, Grimes, and maybe a Tyus Jones. I'm just saying. If you are unsure about Achiuwa, you can always sub Achiuwa out and put OG in, right? So I'm just thinking about the different lineups you can kind of do, right? To kind of make this, because that second unit's got to stabilize things. Brunson can't play the whole game, man. You know what I'm saying? So that was the greatness of IQ. So now we got to try to find that bridge, right? That bridge that's going to pretty much go from JB to that second unit and extend over to where it can give him time to where he can come in pretty much maybe at like the 7-minute mark. Now he's coming in at like the 9-minute mark, man. They're snatching. Listen, Tibbs is snatching Deuce out of there so fast. It's like 9 minutes. He's out the game. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Also, too, man, I think he's got to try to find more minutes for DiVincenzo, man. Last game, DiVincenzo only played like 20-something minutes. Tonight, he only played 19 minutes. Like, I don't know what the deal is with that. But he's got to play him more, man. Every time he's in the game, he's making impact plays. I don't know. To me, him and Josh Hart are like the same player. So I don't even know why you're not. And he shoots better than Josh Hart. So I don't know why he's not getting more playing time. I don't know. Drew says, I'm not too keen on Grimes, but if we're moving him, I only want a starter in return. Agreed. That's a good point. Because he's a valuable piece, Drew. Oh, okay, Gravity. So you're going with Sims? Okay, Sims all day. I like that. Drew said Sims over Precious. Okay, there we go. See? That's what I'm saying. Plus, we need to develop Sims more as well. I agree with that. Sims definitely needs more playing time. Agreed, Tim. See what I'm saying? So everybody said Sims, right? Sims has been here going on 3 years now. Precious just jumped in and rotated. That's what I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because he's not there, or I don't know what the situation is. But my thing is that I just think that he needs to get more minutes because I think he's a bigger body and more athletic in that middle for what it is that the Knicks like to do, right? I just think so. I don't think that, rotation-wise, because we already know when Mitch comes back, if Mitch comes back with maybe a couple weeks left in the season, hopefully, right? Then we don't have to worry about that. But my thing is just to stabilize things. Give Sims some minutes, man. You know what I'm saying? Coach said Grimes isn't a starter. You know what it is, Coach? It's not that he's a starter, but he's a good piece for most teams to use. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that's what it is. Like so if you're gonna trade Grimes because he's a valuable piece because he's young and he can shoot, most teams are gonna value that, right? So that's why I think that's what he's saying to get a starter back. Because whatever deal you're doing, you're putting Fourier in it. So, because the Knicks don't want to pick up that tab. So, I think that's what it is. Sims sucks. Listen, man, we're not saying Sims is Patrick Ewing. But what I'm saying is it's good for him to just kind of give iHeart a minute, man, to breathe. And Sims does make, he does have productive minutes, man. Block shots, rebounds. He's an extra 6 fouls. You don't have to give the iHeart or whomever, right? So I'm just saying. And he's a lob threat. Tim says, do you see Tibbs being our coach after the year, LV, or should we move on from? No, he's going to be back, man. Especially if they make the playoffs, man. He's CAA all day, Tim. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be hard. I don't think that's happening, man. You know what I'm saying? Him and Leon are too tight. This is all like a family, man, these guys. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see him moving anytime soon. I mean, you got to think, right? We've been to the playoffs 2 out of the last 3 years, and if we go back to the playoffs this year, this will be to the playoffs 3 out of the last 4 years, man. How do you fire the guy? So Juices agree, Coach, but so does Precious, even more than Sims. Muhammad from the ATL, any good? I'm trying to remember Muhammad from ATL, you said, right? Who did you play for, the Hawks? Well, yeah, ATL, right? Sorry. Slate, man. I'm watching the gate, man. Hawks. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I haven't really seen the kid play. I'm trying to look. He said he's from Senegal, so. I don't know. I'm not sure. Drew says, and Sims has experience in the starting unit, not only this season, but yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I think Sims is better than what we're giving him credit for, man. And also, too, Sims knows his role. Like, is not in there trying to do too much. He rebounds, he blocks shots, and once again, he's a lob threat. So you got to respect him. Because if not, he'll bang it on your neck. So you got to, he's an athlete. So my thing is, at least he can kind of spell some minutes. And then also, too, he's extra 6 fouls, man. And he's a big body. That's just my opinion. Tim says, do you think he can win us a championship? Oh, man. You know what? I think he can. But you need Tibbs players like that, and I think that that's what the Knicks are trying to do, hence why they're giving up a lot of their young players. I know a lot of people are against that, but I see why they're doing what they're doing. They're in – I'll put it to you like this, guys. If they're giving up all their young players, they give up RJ, IQ, they're shopping around Grimes. I did a video on that. If you want to check it out, Fred Cat spoke about it. And the possibility of then maybe even shopping Mitch as well. It's obvious that they're pretty much looking at a win now type of deal, right? So they're trying to get pieces in here that are very similar to Tibbs and what Tibbs likes to try to build the team in his image. And I think that if they can do that, if they can succeed in doing that, I think we can go all the way, man. I do. I truly do. But it's going to take a lot, man, because I think that's why they're trying to move around pieces, man. It's my opinion. Juice, hey, Drew, that's what I said too. I said the same thing. I think that Sims could back him up until Mitch comes back. He's been solid, a solid backup for. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not expecting Sims to score 20. We're not expecting Sims to be iHeart, right? Because iHeart's is legit backup. But we expect him to kind of steady the ship to where he doesn't just look terrible out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that you know, Sims could do a pretty much a good job in that position, man. Hope to get players that can win one despite him. That's what Coach says. Drew said Budenholzer can win one, so can Tibbs. Bud sucks as a coach. Just give him the players. Right. Listen, man, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I think the Knicks are doing. I think that's what Leon and those guys are doing. They're really trying to get the players, you know, that are Tibbs guys, right? Meaning that they know that they can come in and fit this system and really kind of conform to what Tibbs likes, what the team is, right? The image of Tibbs. And I think that, you know, listen, man, I think they could do it. I don't think that, you know. All right, cool. Let's go over the lineup. Okay, let's kind of break down. Randall pretty good tonight. 34 minutes. Like I said, you know, struggles with the turnovers. Randall had 4 turnovers, man. You know him. He's just get the ball out of his hands, right? But he had 31 tonight. 11 for 19 from the field. 4 for 8 from 3. 5 for 6 on the free throw line. 8 boards and 4 assists. Randall was solid tonight, but with the addition of Brunson, Randall looks like a better player. Guy that really stepped up to me was OG Anunoby. And check it out, guys. 43 big minutes for OG Anunoby, right? 5 for 10 from the field. 2 for 5 from 3. 3 for 3 from the free throw line. 5 rebounds. 4 steals for OG Anunoby. And 15 points. He had that big dunk right there. He's starting to settle in, guys. He's starting to settle in. But once again, with Brunson there, makes things easier for everybody, right? iHeart was iHeart tonight. He also played 41 minutes, 3 for 5 from the field, 11 boards, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 7 points. iHeart being iHeart. And, of course, the return of Captain Clutch. He played 37 minutes tonight, almost 40 minutes for Brunson. 11 for 21, 4 for 9 from 3, 4 for 7 for the free throw line. 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 30 points. DiVincenzo, like I said, only 19 minutes, 2 for 7 from the field goal, 1 for 4 from 3, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 points, right? Miles McBride only played 11 minutes tonight, 0 for 4 from the field goals, 0 for 3 from 3, 1 assist, 1 rebound. Captain Clutch is back. Look, McBride, he snatched him out so fast, he could not get no type of production. Right, Josh Hart was Josh Hart, right? Big 30 minutes tonight, 5 for 11, 0 for 2 from 3. But Josh Hart, huge, 5 offensive rebounds, 9 defensive, 14 altogether, and 10 points. Grimes was solid, 17 minutes, 2 for 8 from the field goals, 2 for 6 from 3, 5 for 5 from the free throw line, 3 boards, 11 points. The Knicks shot 45% from the field, 35% from 3, 81% from the line. They were down on the turnovers today, 12 altogether. Remember, the other night they had 13 in the first half. Rebounded well tonight, had 51 boards. Listen, great night for the Knicks, man. Great night, but once again, the return of Jalen Brunson changes everything. Truly, truly does. You know? What I will say is this, right? You know, the stability of what it is that we like to do is very important because we don't want to have a night. Jalen Brunson just came back, right? He had a calf issue, and he's playing almost 40 minutes, right? So that's why you're going to have to bring in a playmaker right there to really help stabilize that because we want him, and we're going to need him fresh for the playoffs. We don't want him blowing a tire because he's been playing, and Tibbs is playing him to the end. Like, this is the finals, you know, because Tibbs is known to do that. We got to keep this guy fresh, man, and keep him prepared for the playoffs, because one thing we cannot afford for him to go down. We just cannot. And so that is something to me that we got to really be monitoring, seeing what the Knicks are doing these next couple of weeks. All right, but let's take a look at the schedule here, guys. Come on, let's take a look. Big win tonight. As you see, we lost to the Magic, won against the Grizzlies, so big win. So now in these last 3 games, we are 2-1. We play again tomorrow against the Wizards, man, on a back-to-back, but it's a home game. So hopefully we can pull that off against the Wizards and get ready for that homecoming. You see who's next right there after the Wizards. RJ and IQ coming back home to the Garden, which is going to be big, right? So we got to try to get a win out of that. They have no Siakam, which is good. So Randall should have a field day on that day. All right, but listen, guys, that's my show. I'm LV Live. I appreciate you guys coming through, rocking with me on this frigid night. Appreciate it, but I will be back tomorrow to do another live on this back-to-back for the Knicks to play the Wizards tomorrow. But once again, if it's your first time watching this on a replay, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Please. And also to leave comments, right? Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know how you're feeling. We'll go back and forth and we'll talk, right? I appreciate you guys coming through, rocking with your boy LV. All right, I'm out of here for tonight. Everybody have a good night. I'm out of here, people.